me, you are finally at the end of the year. Summer's on the way, but you're probably already thinking about next year. How can you make those projects interesting? How can you not spend so long on the planning time when you know that you and your entire team just don't have it? Well, today we're going to find out. I'm going to show you a new tool and how it's going to speed up your interdisciplinary project planning. Ready for it? Let's go. So today we're going to check out Manus.ai. And while teachers probably haven't heard of it that much, it's being hailed as one of the first agentic AIs. One of the cool things about Manus.ai is that it will go off and do whatever it is you've asked while you're doing something else. You could even be using it on your phone while doing something else on your phone. So we'll check out how that works later on in the video. You can use Manus either on desktop or an app, which is what I am going to be showing you from my phone. So let's have a look at the first reaction that it gives me to the question. So as I'm trying to save time, and when I last did the curriculum mapping activity with my colleagues, they weren't necessarily as quick as I might have wanted getting the learning objectives to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and ask Manus to do that research for me. One of the great things about Manus is being agentic or quasi-agentic is it will ask you some questions. So it will clarify things to make sure that it really understands the requests that you're making. And here you can see it's asking really good questions. The not so great part is if you're using the free version like I am, you've only got 300 credits a day. So the task that I've asked for to research all of the learning objectives for an entire year group in a school system is going to take a little bit of time. In fact, I had to go through the refreshing of credits and waiting the following day and asking the question saying please continue several times. So while it did save me a lot of research time and time in front of the screen, it did take several days to get the final list, which as you can see is very comprehensive. So when we've got our matrix of learning objectives across a range of subjects in the year group, we're going to ask for a project. We're going to explain what it is that we want our project to look like. We're going to use the terminology that we need according to our school systems. So in this case, I'm talking about project-based learning, inquiry-driven learning, and I want to make sure that it knows that I want the students to have a mix of activities. Again, you're going to see how it asks you clarifying questions. And again, this activity took quite some time. I had to go through several refresh moments. So the 300 credits, they refresh at midnight every day. So you can do this maybe once a day until you get through it, which is why now is a really good time to be thinking about it. At least for me, as I wind up the year, I can already start setting up my project ideas and my proposals so that I come in with the research work done and I'm ready to go in September. And in the end, as you can see, we've got a full list of a range of interdisciplinary projects with a guide for scaffolding the projects through the course of the year and a list of activities. And it opens up, you've got these different documents that you can open up and read through. And it's a really comprehensive project-based learning plan that you can use to start up your year. Overall, it took about a week to get the result. I had to refresh or wait for the credits to refresh several times, but then I also got distracted with the other end of year activities, so I didn't necessarily go back every day to refresh. But the actual time it took, so had I had the paid version or had I not had to wait for the credits to refresh, it would have taken about 50 minutes. Allowing you to kick back and enjoy your holidays.